purple, number 34, Luke McDonald, a redshirt junior, 6'9", will jump center along with Kavion Pippen. And here come the Salukis. We're underway in our final quarterfinal matchup. Pippen to the baseline, to the basket. All MVC third team. Kavion Pippen averages 12.5 a game, and he gives the Salukis their first points of the night.
No surprise, right inside the Pippen. The question will be, will Northern Iowa double?
Here's Green. And there's Pippen. He has a basket and a rebound. Number 10 is Aaron Cook. Fletcher 22 for McGill. Pippen low on the block. Around to number 13, Sean Lloyd Jr. He's a good defender, and he can make some power plays on offense. Pippen couldn't get that shot down. Green into the front court. McDonald right back to the freshman. And Green tried to find McDonald. Pretty good catch there. McDonald blocked by Pippen. McDonald will try it again. And we're tied.
I love the stick-to-itivity of Luke McDonald. A solid year for the junior from Dubuque.
No frustration there. Just a lot of hard work under the basket to get the first basket of the night for the Panthers. Aaron Cook. Cook will bring it back out, but 7 on the shot clock. Lloyd, a 3 for Sean Lloyd Jr.
Couple of X factors in this game. Sean Lloyd for Southern Illinois. That 3-ball bodes well for Saluki fans, and for Northern Iowa, Burhow, who has struggled scoring. If he can get on track, that's the third scoring option. How about McDonald?
How about that? Throwing that in from the top of the circle. 5 for McDonald. 5 all. McDonald had a 3-point answer for Lloyd's 3-point field goal. Aaron Cook, a junior from St. Louis, and UNI with the turnover. Lohaus running, scoring. Wyatt Lohaus.
A very opportunistic type UNI team. They will slow it down, but if you don't get back, they'll take the easy one.
Eric McGill averages 9.6 a game for Barry Hinson. Pippen steps up, takes the short jumper. It rattles in and out, and then Pippen commits his first foul.
You turn a defense into offense. McDonald knocks it away, and then Green, head is always up to a streaking Lohaus.
From defense to offense. 7-5, Northern Iowa with the lead and the ball. Green. McDonald thought about it, but he'll take Pippen to the low block. Tried to feed inside. And now Fletcher stumbles as he went skidding on his knees here on the hardwood.
And you can see McDonald just plugging up the middle. He's not going to come out and play Pippen. Going to dare him to shoot it.
And McGill with the miss. Pippen back out to Eric McGill, who drives and scores. The lane was open, so he said, thank you very much.
Watch Isaiah Brown. He felt the screen to the left. McGill turns it down and beats him to the rim. That is a very atypical defensive play by Isaiah Brown. One of the best defenders in the conference, but McGill fooled him.
A 3-point play for Eric McGill. Southern up by 1 over Northern Iowa, 8-7. Green guarded by Sean Lloyd Jr. We'll see how that plays out as Green is short. McGill up big and strong on the rebound for the Dogs. Fletcher at the point. He's watched by Trey Burhow. Lloyd runs into resistance. And the UNI foul is against A.J. Green.
That's a good call by Jerry Pollard. Green bumped Lloyd into McDonald. Good call by the official.
SIU will inbound from the baseline, and Aaron Cook will be there. Burhow, he turned his head and Fletcher caught the pass but had a good look and couldn't convert. Spencer Haldeman, member of the MVC all-bench team. And a foul is called with Justin Dahl going up for the shot. And with that foul, we will take a break at 15:49 left in the first half. 8-7, the Salukis lead the Panthers.
When you visit
both conference co-champions move on, and I tell you, I can't say enough about the job that Darren DeVries did today in their win over Illinois State. Nick McGlynn went down with an injury, yet the Bulldogs were just resilient. Unbelievable.
One more shot for Justin Dahl from Carver, Minnesota. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. That ties the game at 8. Cook and Fletcher on the outside. McGill passes that one past Pippen. Here's Pickford. Good pass. Lohaus scores. That was some great ball movement. Quick as a hiccup. The Panthers are ahead 10-8. Pippen stepping up. Fletcher, air ball. Here comes Lohaus. Wyatt Lohaus, redshirt senior from North Liberty, Iowa. Lohaus stops and pops. And that's knocked out of bounds off Burhow. Here's how UNI has been getting up and down the floor in transition.
Well, off the turnover, Pickford, he avoids the charge. Nice pass to Lohaus. Good finish by the senior.
10-8, Northern Iowa. SIU with the ball. Aaron Cook facing up with Spencer Haldeman. Cook will take the shot. And Northern Iowa will take the rebound. Trey Burhow.
Right now, the ball is sticking in the hands of the Saluki players. Got to get better ball movement to shift that UNI defense.
Haldeman moving in on McGill. Lohaus, quick release, a 3 ball. 7 for Wyatt.
That's what UNI does best, shoot the 3.
A 13-8 lead for Northern Iowa. Fletcher, All-MVC second team, hasn't scored yet. Fletcher's thinking about it. Out of control, he scores. Oh, no basket. The foul is called on Trey Burhow, his first foul. And SIU will inbound. The foul occurred and then the release of the shot.
John, you can see the defensive point of emphasis of the game plan for Northern Iowa. Sag into the paint. Don't let Pippen get an easy one. And if you're Southern Illinois, if you're on the perimeter, you got to get close to that three-point line to be a threat.
Pippen with the miss. And in the volley, it's won by number 15, Justin Dahl of UNI. Haldeman. And plenty of time on the shot clock, 17 and counting. Haldeman misses the three-point attempt and a foul. And that's called on Pickford.
Pickford going to the offensive glass. He was one of the best offensive rebounders a year ago. But there's a difference in this lineup now. He was the best offensive rebounder because they had Bennett Cook. And they would double team Cook and he'd come from the weak side. But Pickford.
The pass low for Bean. Goes over Bean's head right back to UNI. Haldeman to the front court. Shooting over Pippen. That rims out to Brown. Isaiah with the shot. Isaiah Brown's first field goal. And Barry Henson wants to talk about it.
Northern Iowa quicker to the basket.
Trying to come back against Drake. Trying to hit a home run. Hit that 10-point jumper.
John, you know it's there. Single run. That's how you do it.
Much easier said than done, though, when you're looking up at a 20-point deficit. Here, the Salukis are trailing 15-8. McGill, watched by Pickford. Pippen's thinking about it, and he scores. 4 for Kavion.
That is the only thing that is going to bring Dahl out, is if Pickford can, or excuse me, Pippen can make that 15-footer.
Haldeman, short. Pippen rebounds for SIU. Sean Lloyd Jr. made a 3-ball his first shot tonight. And all the way in, McGill can't score. He had great resistance late on that play. And we have an offensive foul against Pickford. That's 2 on Pickford.
John, here's Pippen at the foul line. Look at Dahl. He's back to the circle. You got to do one of two things, Kavion. You either got to swing the ball or have confidence in that shot. And if he can knock down that shot, that will alter the defensive strategy of Ben Jacobson.
Well, that will create some openings on the baseline. We'll see if that plays out. As Fletcher gives on the handoff to Bean. Number 3 is Marcus Bartley. Pippen will take the shot from the free throw line. And that's from Fletcher back to Pippen. Bartley sidesteps his man and missed the 3-point attempt. And there's Wyatt Lohaus for UNI. Northern Iowa on the attack now, leading by 5. McDonald, back door. Burhow over to the corner for Isaiah Brown. Here's McDonald for 3, short. Tipped by Fletcher over to Bean. Darius Bean to the front court. Pippen bumping into McDonald. Layup good for Eric McGill. 5 for McGill in the first half. It's a 3-point game.
John, I'm not sure how McGill got in there. He kind of slithered his way.
Lohaus in heavy traffic. McDonald spinning, and he is stripped of the ball by Eric McGill. Bean to McGill. McGill working on A.J. Green. Pippen throws it down. He has 6 in the first half. Pippen scored 18 the game at Cedar Falls and 2 against UNI in Carbondale.
Well, think about this, John. Pippen is a 70% free throw shooter. That's a free throw right now. He's got to have confidence.
Here's McDonald, and Pippen altered his shot. Bartley to McGill. 1-point lead for UNI. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Trey Burhow out to get McGill. Fletcher spinning, shooting high, and it crawled out. Lohaus was with Fletcher. From the corner, a 3-ball for Trey Burhow.
Burhow, who has struggled towards the end of the season shooting the ball. That's a welcome sign for Panther fans.
18-14 Panthers. For the Salukis. Here's Pippen. He got the roll. 8 for Pippen.
It is mano y mano. Pippen with McDonald.
Isaiah Brown for Green. Green had the ball poked away. McGill. Here's Bartley. Bartley looking inside for Kavion Pippen. Pippen again in on McDonald. Off the glass. No, this time Trey Burhow, the sophomore. Into the front court for UNI. Green. And an offensive foul on the freshman, his second. The foul on Green is second tonight. And There's the reaction from the call against Green. Barry Hinson, he's into it as his team trails Sunday on CBS. Pleasure working with you this year, Z, and a terrific crew, the men and women behind the cameras in our production truck, all the SIDs and coaches, assistant coaches. It has been another very fun year in the Valley.
It's been a fantastic year. Great games, great players, good people.
Teague Bowl with the miss, and Wyatt Lohaus off to a good start. 7 points for Lohaus.
I don't think that was the shot that Barry Hinson wanted on that possession.
I'm sure he drew that one up during the break. Dahl in on Bowl, and Dahl scores. 3 points for Justin Dahl. Lloyd and Bean on the outside. This is Aaron Cook. 15 on the shot clock. Cook thinking about the long three-point attempt. Bean with the ball fake, set up for an open look. But that rebound went to Isaiah Brown. Now Lohaus will run the offense for UNI. 7:30 until halftime.
A.J. Green on the bench with 2 fouls.
Lohaus way short, out of bounds to SIU. And we'll take another break here. 7:20 until halftime. And Scott Warman's halftime report. You see the score, 2016 Northern Iowa. Academic All-District choice and a 2018 Coach 13 Academic All-American. The official bank of the Missouri Valley Conference, Enterprise Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Watch Isaiah Brown. He only averages 7 points, but his value to this team is personified on this possession. Defense and rebounding.
Isaiah Brown, a member of the MVC All-Defensive Team. Now at 12 on the shot clock, Tavion Pippen. Lost concentration, lost the ball, turnover. SIU, and Brown will inbound for Northern Iowa.
It's a chess match. Do you come in double? You wait till he puts it on the floor. That's exactly what Halderman did. Caught Pippen off guard.
Dahl looking inside, moving inside, muscles it in there. Justin Dahl with 5.
He's like a pulling guard on that one, John. Pippen needs to take the contact and hit the deck if he wants to charge.
22-16 Northern Iowa. Aaron Cook. McGill at the point. Around to Cook with 10 on the shot clock. Cook for 2. (22-18) UNI with the lead and the ball. We have 6 minutes left in the first half. There is Pippen knocking the ball out of bounds.
Justin Dahl on this previous possession, he just clears Pippen out of the way. A young man who has gotten more minutes because of Austin Fife being out with an injury.
And Isaiah Brown had trouble inbounding the ball, so he took a timeout. But Northern Iowa leading 22-18.
John, that's one of the most difficult spots to inbound. Scored well, 8 points for Southern Illinois, and Northern Iowa 3 for 8 from the three-point line already.
And there's Burhow at the point. Long three-point shot, all net. That's 2 3-point field goals for Trey Burhow.
Make that 4 for 9.
Well, UNI had a huge lead on SIU in one of the games, 21 points. And SIU came back to win. 25-18 Northern Iowa right now. Cook cut off by Burhow. Fletcher can't score, can't follow the shot. There's a foul called against UNI. It's on Brown, his first.
That's just grit and determination by Fletcher. He split the first two defenders to get the shot off and then just hustled to the offensive rebound.
Now 1-1 for SIU. 17 fouls on UNI, only 2 for SIU so far.
You wonder why other coaches respect Ben Jacobson as one of the best defensive coaches, not only in the Missouri Valley Conference, but in the country. He's the best at taking away offensive weapons. Armand Fletcher, 5 minutes to go in the first half, and he is scoreless.
Over at the scorers table, Jerry Pollard and Randy Heimerman. So we have 1-1. Armand Fletcher will shoot 1 in the bonus. Fletcher from the free throw line, a 73% shooter. Did not play in Cedar Falls. Had 4.6 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal in the game at Carbondale. Fletcher with 1,314 career points. Make that 15. And stay tuned for our halftime report, a presentation of State Farm. There for you when things go wrong, but here to help life go right. Talk to an agent at 1-800-STATE-FARM. Scott Warman will have our State Farm halftime report coming up here from Enterprise Center. Fletcher makes good on his free throws. 5-point lead. UNI with that advantage and the ball. Lohaus has scored 7 in the first half. Burhow shoots off the glass. He forced that one up against Armand Fletcher. Fletcher at the point. Inside to spin. The shot. Contact, no whistle. And a jump ball is called at the baseline. The possession arrow will give the ball to the Panthers.
Well, Fletcher on the spin looked like he got hit in the head and then able to tie up Burhouse from the seated position.
Just inches away from the goal line.
You know, we talked before about Darren DeVries, the great job he did this year, but how about the coaching job by Ben Jacobson in Northern Iowa? They go down to the last week where if they win both games, they're the top seed in this tournament. That's after losing Fife, after losing Wenseen, after Pickford being banged up all year. Just a remarkable job by Ben Jacobson.
And a foul will send the ball back to SIU. Isaiah Brown's second foul gives the ball to the Salukis, trailing by 5 points. Under 4.5 to go until halftime. Fletcher. Now it's Pippen. The short jumper skims the rim down to number 22, Wyatt Lohaus.
Pippen's got to make better decisions or quicker decisions. He study longs, he shoots wrong.
Here's Brown dumping it for Dahl's dunk. 7 for Dahl.
And that's with authority. Justin Dahl. Well, first it starts with Isaiah Brown pulling 2 defenders with him. And Dahl flushes.
Now it's UNI in front. 3-point play for Dahl. 8 for Justin, the redshirt junior from Carver, Minnesota, coming off the bench for Ben Jacobson. What kind of answer does Barry Henson's team have here? Bartley. Pippen. Pippen off the glass. Got it. There's the answer. 10 points for him.
Pippen able to get that off even though Lohaus was coming down for the double.
Haldeman slow with the pass, saved by Lohaus, and what's our call here? The foul is on Bartley. That's his first foul.
Interesting call. Jerry Pollard right there, but the baseline official makes the call. Must have had a better angle.
Tywan Pickford, sophomore from Minneapolis, to inbound. Number 30 is Spencer Haldeman. Wyatt Lohaus past Dahl. Lohaus all the way in, and Bartley was trying to make up some room and committed his second foul. Tried to make up some ground there. And with the reach in.
And Lohaus smart enough, the crafty senior slices in so that he can't get all the way through and force the foul. A lot of experience at that line. Wyatt Lohaus, this is his 8th Missouri Valley Conference tournament game, the most of any active player.
Well, injuries have created medical red shirts. And it's amazing Lohaus has been able to come back. He has been able to persist and get back on the floor and perform at such a high level.
He's had an outstanding career, successful off the court, great ambassador for this UNI program.
Biggest lead so far tonight for UNI. Cook along the baseline, good catch by Marcus Bartley. Bartley into Armand Fletcher. Fletcher in on Burhow, and he lays it in. 4 for Fletcher, the senior from Edwardsville, Illinois. And a 6-point advantage for Northern Iowa with 2:42 and counting. Dahl sets the pick. Lohaus shooting. And there was Lloyd. SIU with Bartley. Fletcher at the point. Aaron Cook. 15 on the shot clock. And that steal is by Wyatt Lohaus.
That was the right idea, but a tough pass for Fletcher to catch.
Dahl faking the handoff, finding Haldeman. Haldeman to the baseline. He brings Marcus Bartley with him. 12 on the shot clock. Under 2 minutes to go until halftime. The bounce pass low, and Pickford can't close the deal. They had the right idea, and the play was there. Fletcher, and a foul. Let's go over to Tom Ackerman patrolling the sidelines for us.
John, Isaiah Brown, where it really started for him, this all-defensive team campaign, was last year. It was the opening game for Northern Iowa, and he held Ryan Taylor to 1 of 13 shooting and just 2 points. We're talking about the Valley's leading scorer for Evansville. So in the offseason, there was some talk between Brown and Coach Ben Jacobson. At the beginning of the season, Jacobson told him, I want you to be on the all-defensive team. And Isaiah says, I'm grateful to have achieved that goal, and we've been playing good team defense lately. And really, guys, he's been part of this effort against Armand Fletcher.
And Armand Fletcher has scored 5 points. And he has scored 6 now, with 4 of those from the line. A 4-point lead for Northern Iowa. Here's Pickford. Dahl right back to Pickford. 15 on the shot clock. Haldeman way outside. Now 10 on the shot clock. Haldeman. That's his first field goal.
Haldeman playing with a lot of offensive confidence over the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season.
1 minute to go in the half. Lloyd short. Burhow with a rebound for UNI, and Lohaus will slow the pace. Ben Jacobson shouting the play, and Lohaus passes that along to the other 4 on the floor. Lohaus will take the shot. Why not? 11 for Lohaus in the first half.
Run when you have it, walk when you don't. Terrific move by Lohaus.
About a 4-second difference. Game clock, shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Inside, Pippen. Travel. 7.9 seconds for UNI to try to add to a 34-26 lead.
Dalton, an excellent job of meeting Pippen as he came down into the post area. And he forced Pippen to catch the ball further out than he wanted to, and it forced the travel. Great defense by Justin Dahl.
Lohaus has had a very good first half. He takes the last shot of the half and is short. That was the last shot of the half right there, well short for SIU. But at halftime, UNI has a 34-26 lead.
And control the tempo. Wyatt Lohaus was a maestro in the first half, knowing when to run, when to pull it back. 11 points. Outstanding effort for the senior.
SIU on offense to open up the second half. And number 4, A.J. Green, who had 2 fast fouls, the freshman of the year of the Valley. He's out there in that purple jersey, number 4. That's Cook on the wing for Pippen. Pippen into the lane, and he got the shot down. That's 12 for Kavion Pippen.
Pippen's got to be confident every time he catches the ball. He can't think about it. He's just got to play.
Here's Lohaus. And Burhow can't get that one down. We have a foul inside. And that's on Pippen, his second.
McDonald, excellent job of getting offensive rebound position. Pippen forced the foul.
Out of bounds. A.J. Green, who had the early foul trouble, did not score in the first half. Wyatt Lohaus did, but he doesn't there. Kavion Pippen with the rebound for SIU. Lohaus had 11 in the first half, by the way. Aaron Cook is watched by Isaiah Brown. Fletcher into Pippen. Too high off the glass, and the volley is won by Eric McGill. 3 on the shot clock. Shot clock violation there. They just did not pay attention to the clock winding down.
You know, they thought that it hit the rim when it was kicked out on the offensive rebound, but good defense again by Northern Iowa.
Luke McDonald scored 5 in the first half, number 34 for Northern Iowa. There's A.J. Green. Lohaus in on Cook. Green was grabbed by Sean Lloyd Jr. 2 on Lloyd. 20 up on the shot clock. And it's Green who will inbound. Game ugly enough for you right now?
It is. It is perfect for if you're a Northern Iowa fan.
There's Green's first field goal.
That was a pretty jump shot, though.
(36-28) Northern Iowa. 36-30. 14 for Pippen.
That's what I'm talking about. Pippen's just got to play free and easy on the offensive end. They're going to give him that shot. You got to take it.
Luke McDonald, and he looked for Lohaus to break toward the bench. The only thing that went in that direction was a ball going out of bounds.
Sean Lloyd, excellent defense, overplay.
There's another touch for Pippen. Cook fakes a shot over Green. And that pass was denied by McDonald. McDonald open underneath and scores. That wasn't all that easy a play.
But that's what I'm talking about. Northern Iowa opportunistic. If you don't get back, they will look to attack it.
Fletcher setting up. The rebound by Isaiah Brown of UNI. Now UNI in the half-court offense. A.J. Green scored his first field goal of the game a moment ago. Looks for his second, but was short. Left that one just a little bit short. From the free throw line. 16 for Kavion Pippen.
He's starting to feel it.
He is.
He's starting to just play. A lot of times you get that wide open as a player and you just start thinking about it too much.
There's a foul called on Aaron Cook, his first. Kavion Pippen, a career high of 24 points. He's done that twice against Jackson State in 2017 and at Missouri State February 6th this year. And right now he's out to a 16-point game. 38-32 Northern Iowa. Haldeman with Burhow. 10 on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. 5 down to 3. Haldeman, and that was short. And a foul. Haldeman reached again. No, just out of bounds. Just out of bounds it goes. No foul. And we take the timeout with 15:39 left in the second half. UNI led at halftime, but couldn't claw back to get much closer than 9 points. And there's a big victory for the second-seeded Drake Bulldogs.
The 2 #1 seeds looked very good here in their first-round games.
Fletcher at the point with 10 on the shot clock. The hook pass for an open Pippen. 18 for Pippen.
So the game plan was to see how many jump shots Pippen could make. If you're Ben Jacobson, you're telling your team, he can't make enough jump shots to beat us. Well, that's 9. We'll see if they change the strategy.
Lohaus all the way to the baseline and the basket. 13 for Wyatt. Here's Pippen backing in. Did he travel? No call. The missed shot belongs to Justin Dahl of UNI.
Well, that time Dahl did a good job of doing his work early. Forced Pippen to post up further out than he wanted.
And a foul. That's on Eric McGill. 2 fouls for McGill. 4 fouls on SIU in the second half.
Watch Wyatt Lohaus on this ball screen. He takes his time. He makes sure that his defender rubs off him. It's not about speed. It's about getting rid of your defender.
Brown with the missed shot. Dahl the offensive rebound. And Dahl's going to take it right back to the basket. And that slap to the corner, saved by Burhow. Shot for 3. Haldeman misses. Out of bounds to UNI. White jerseys at the baseline, and the Salukis couldn't take the ball the other way.
That is the Taiwan Pickford from a year ago, wreaking havoc on the offensive glass. Consider him 100% healthy finally.
Lohaus rattling in and out for Aaron Cook of SIU. Armand Fletcher. And there's Pickford for UNI. Under 14 to go in the second half. A 6-point lead for the Panthers over the Salukis. Haldeman. He'll back it away. Lohaus has 13 tonight. Lohaus has 15.
The lone senior leading the way for the Panthers.
Pippen has scored 18 for the Salukis. McGill does not have the shot as he backs away to the corner. Pippen spinning, blocked by Dahl. Pippen got it back and put the shot in. 20 for Kavion Pippen.
Pippen drawing a crowd, but still finishing.
6-point lead for UNI. Haldeman to the front court against Aaron Cook. Dahl to give the go. Berhow, one-hand shot. Trey Berhow has 8 points. 44-36 Panthers. Pippen with the catch, the move, couldn't score. Berhow taps the ball to Justin Dahl. Loose ball, and there is Haldeman to Berhow, a 3-ball. Timeout, SIU. The biggest lead for UNI results in a 3-point field goal for Trey Berhow. Give him 11 and give the Panthers a 47-36 lead.
Well, every time the Salukis have clawed close, Northern Iowa has had an answer. And Pippen's going to get a well-deserved blow on the bench.
Teak Bowl, number 40, in the lineup now, has his hands on the ball. And contact with McGill entering the lane. And the foul is on Green. 3 on the freshman, who has 2 points tonight.
Only the first foul on Northern Iowa of the half.
4 on SIU. Green to the bench. Coming down to 12 minutes to go in the second half. Our final quarterfinal game. 10 on the shot clock. McGill stepping up. Bean with the rebound on the bounce and a new shot clock. Darius Bean. His brother Anthony Bean played at SIU. His father's an assistant coach for Barry Henson. Sean Lloyd blocked by Dahl.
Just nowhere to drive. Driving lanes cut off.
Haldeman. Too strong, too long. McGill racing to the front court. And he lays it in. Nicely done. 7 for Eric McGill.
This place was ready to explode if Haldeman had hit that 3, but instead, Salukis in transition. All right, you got your score, now you got to get your stop.
Here's Dahl backing in on Teak Bowl. Bowl altered the shot, but tipped to Haldeman. Isaiah Brown. Eric McGill cleans the glass for SIU. Armon Fletcher, close, but off the back iron. And a foul is called on McGill, who thought he had a clean path to the basketball. And the 3rd foul on McGill. We go to a break. Northern Iowa 47, SIU 38.
"18 Final Four trips. 9 National Players of the Year. Legendary coaches and players. An iconic post.
McGill. And as McGill walked past John Higgins, Higgins teed him up. And Barry's reaction. McGill has fouls 3 and 4. putting Lohaus on the free throw line. And Lohaus has scored 15, make it 16. The MVC Fan Hangout, the perfect gathering place before and after games during Arch Madness. Located at Ballpark Village in downtown St. Louis, right across the street from Busch Stadium. For additional information, visit archmadness.com/fans. Lohaus made both technical foul shots.
I'm not sure that what Eric McGill said, obviously, but an emotional outburst. Wasn't really even looking at the official as he walked by, but you got to keep your emotions under control in this game.
Haldeman in the front court. Luke McDonald scored 7 points. Redshirt junior out of Dubuque, Iowa. Pickford with the pass. And Teak Bowl gets the rebound for SIU. Darius Bean. Marcus Bartley. Lloyd. There is Haldeman. Co-6 man of the year with Nate Cannell of Bradley in the Missouri Valley Conference.
It's team rebounding for Northern Iowa. It's not just one guy who gets all the boards.
Shot was altered by Lloyd. He touched that one. SIU needs some points. Lloyd, good hands to get the ball back, but McDonald knocked the ball away from him. And in the following move, a foul call. Isaiah Brown's third foul, and the second team foul on UNI. So Brown goes to the bench. So does Haldeman. Burhow is back in. And A.J. Green. Green has 3 fouls and 2 points tonight. Bean running the offense right now for the Salukis. Looking for help. Lloyd around to Bartley, and a foul with Fletcher trying to get free at the baseline. And the foul goes against Burhow, his third. The whistles are coming frequently.
Officials trying to make sure nothing gets out of hand. It's been very physical inside tonight.
Fletcher scores off the glass. His first field goal in the second half, 8 points all told.
This is where Northern Iowa will try and shorten the game.
Green over Teak Bowl off the glass. The freshman has 4.
Always under control.
Very good jump shooter, Rich. Here's Bean. And he banks it in.
Enterprise Bank and Trust. Take out your debit card.
51-43, UNI with the lead in the ball. Lohaus past the McDonald pick. At the baseline, that's where UNI will inbound. Dahl in, and Luke McDonald goes to the bench.
Well, sometimes you got to catch a break, and we'll see if that bank 3 helps the Salukis get back in it.
10 to shoot. Green off the back iron, and look at Bean up big and strong. Armon Fletcher into Teak Bowl. Bowl scores. That's his first 2-pointer.
All of a sudden, it's a 6-point game, and the Saluki fans are allowed.
Lohaus stops, pops, in and out. Pickford came down with the ball, and it's a hell ball. Darius Bean, freshman from Carbondale. He let it fly. So are the fans here. And SIU's on a 7-2 run since the technical foul. The foul and then the technical both called against Eric McGill. Inside, Lohaus scores. Give him 19.
Why does Ben Jacobson have a long-term contract? ATOs. Points after timeouts. Great play.
Armand Fletcher. Oh, was he contested on that one? And he still knocked down the 3 ball.
That is a big, big shot to keep the Salukis within striking distance.
Green trying to drop the pass low for Burhound, knocked out of bounds by Fletcher.
How about the read here by Lohaus? He's got Bean looking the other way, waiting for a cutter. And Lohaus with more points tonight than in the 2 previous games. But Armand Fletcher, he needs to explode. A couple more shots like that. Get the Salukis right in it.
Lohaus with a good catch, and now Green in control of the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Dahl lets it go, and off the back iron to Teak Bowl. The shot is short for Aaron Cook. Right back to the men in purple. Wyatt Lohaus scored 23 against Bradley on the 7th of February last year. He has a 19-point game so far tonight. Just added to it. 2 more.
Put the ball in the seniors' hands. Seniors make plays, you win games.
21 for Wyatt Lohaus. And he has been shooting with that confidence since the very beginning of the game. 55-48. Northern Iowa. Bean short. Follow. Goes, and Fletcher goes to the free throw line.
Armand Fletcher, who has struggled shooting the basketball, finding other ways to help his team, going to the offensive glass with a chance for a 3-point play.
Coverage of Arch Madness 2019 will shift to CBS Sports Network. That's tomorrow as 5th-seeded Bradley will meet the top seed Loyola. The first of 2 semifinal games at Enterprise Center beginning at 2:30 Central Time. Tune in as the march toward crowning this year's State Farm MVC Tournament champion continues. SIU is hanging around a 4-point lead for UNI.
Hanging around, alligator blood. Sometimes the toughest thing for a team to do is to hold on to a lead.
Brown misses, too strong on that shot. Bean has added some nice energy to the Saluki game coming off the bench. Fletcher. Pippen volleys the ball to Bean.
Give it right back to Pippen if you can.
Too strong on a shot for 3 from the corner by Aaron Cook. And that was a trip SIU needed something, Rich.
They dodged the bullet. Northern Iowa did.
The steal and out of bounds. Sean Lloyd is called out of bounds. And Barry Henson is beside himself over there.
He is irate. Let's see if John Higgins got this one right.
Feeling.
Yeah, he did. He stepped on it.
Lloyd had been pushed out. But the call gives UNI the basketball. Coming down to 4.5 minutes left in the second half. No 4-point advantage. Here's Green. Green with the pass deflected by Pippen. Here comes Armand Fletcher, and he's fouled by Green. That's 4 on the freshman. Four fouls on the freshman of the year in the Missouri Valley Conference. 5th team foul on UNI.
Right now, Southern Illinois has Northern Iowa playing like it's the final 30 seconds of the game instead of 4 minutes.
It was 2016 with 7:20 to go in the first half. As close as SIU has been up until now. Down by 4.
You got to go to your stars, Pippen or Fletcher.
And contact made, no foul. UNI's basketball. Lohaus in the front court. Luke McDonald. Under 4 minutes to go. To the baseline, and Burhow can't score.
Good hands by Sean Lloyd.
Pippen into the lane, and the ball's knocked away by Isaiah Brown. Here's Fletcher. Back out for Bean. In and out. But Sean Lloyd Jr. is there for SIU. Under 3.5 to go. Here's Lloyd. Short. Fletcher going for the loose ball, and he's fouled. Boy, it is fierce inside.
It is SEAL Team 6 basketball. Hand-to-hand combat, John.
A 4-point game in St. Louis. UNI with the lead. 3:22 to go. Stay tuned.
John, it has been some timely shooting, but offensive rebound effort that has gotten the Salukis back in it.
Wyatt Lohaus with a foul going to the break. The 16th foul for UNI. Cook looking for Pippen. And Pippen has scored 20 tonight. And the kickball.
That was actually a good kick for Southern Illinois. There was no space to get the ball inside from Pippen to Fletcher. Very fortunate.
The ball's tipped out of bounds. Good hustle over there by Pickford.
You can see these two teams scout each other well. They know their baseline out of bounds and what's
they know
coming.
The routes. Armand Fletcher, and the ball's poked free by Isaiah Brown. Big steal there for UNI. 3 minutes to go.
And there's a reason why Isaiah Brown is on the all-defensive team. Ben Jacobson wants to talk this over, make sure they get a good shot on this possession.
Randy Heimerman gives the ball to Brown. Wyatt Lohaus touching the ball. Lohaus in. McDonald scores with the assist for Wyatt Lohaus.
Put it in the senior's hands. Let him make the correct play. Wyatt Lohaus, terrific dump off.
McGill is back in with 4 fouls for SIU. Under 2.5 to go. Lloyd off the glass. 5 for Lloyd. He had a 3-ball early in the first half, and that's his first field goal since then. Now Lohaus to the lane, off the glass, short. Pippen, Cook, Lloyd, fouled. 4 on Brown.
When Lloyd goes downhill, he is tough to stop. Isaiah Brown just trying to prevent an easy layup. Make Lloyd earn it at the free throw line.
Lloyd has 2 shots here. From the line, 73%. Second shot in play at 2 minutes to go. He missed 2. Pippen couldn't make the putback, and he was all alone.
Well, Pippen rushed it.
Let's take a look.
Pippen does a good job of hustling for the offensive rebound. He gets around 2 Panthers and just a little quick with it. And then after the shot gets poked in the eye. Little fix of the contact.
Pippen has scored 20 tonight after 18 in Cedar Falls and only 2 points, 3 rebounds in the game at Carbondale against UNI.
John, I like this rule change that happened a few years ago. Normally in the past, if you had to fix a contact and the trainer came on the floor, that player would have to go out. But
right.
With the change of the rule, Pippen's able to stay in it. Good adjustment on the rule. And Ben Jacobson trying to get an extra huddle here. Not sure what John Higgins is reviewing there. Perhaps trying to make sure that the time is correct.
The officials wanted to resume play with Jerry Poller and Randy Heimerman, but the huddle around Ben Jacobson was shielding their view of John Higgins over at the table looking at the video.
2 golden opportunities for the Salukis, unable to capitalize.
There was Pippen alone, and he got hit after he released the shot.
Started. The clock never started, John. They tried to play catch up after the whistle blew. Good catch by the official, because every second will count as we go down to the last 2 minutes.
The clock is reading 1:55 now.
Well, we've seen the last 2 possessions. Ben Jacobson has kept the ball in Wyatt Lowhouse's hands. We'll see if he elects to do the same again.
Isaiah Brown is set to trigger the inbounds pass. And he will be spotted right there at the baseline. McDonald accepting the pass and right back to Brown. The time ticking down on SIU's season. McDonald with 9 points. Looks to the freshman Green. Back to McDonald. Short. Armon Fletcher, 1.5 minutes to go. Eric McGill.
McDonald's going to get called for a foul.
1-1 coming up here for SIU.
McDonald basically just put both hands in the back of Pippen and shoved him up the lane. Good call by the official.
Pippen has scored 20 tonight, his first trip to the free throw line. And Rich pointed out earlier, many of the jump shots have come from the free throw line, where he's a 71% shooter. Here's the bonus. Kavion Pippen, big deep breath. He made 2. Full court pressure on the Panthers. Oh, did Lloyd go down on that pick set by McDonald?
That was a good no call, though. It was a solid pick. Lloyd just didn't see it.
Here's Lloyd running into a wall.
Watch McDonald. He doesn't move at all. He doesn't stick out a shoulder or a knee. That's a good no call. Oftentimes with bad officials.
Isaiah Brown. Near steal. Brown finds Green. 7 on the shot clock. 1 minute to go in regulation. 3 on the shot clock. Green spins off Darmon Fletcher. It wasn't that long ago. UNI had an 11-point lead. Now down to 2. Aaron Cook. He has 2 points tonight. Pippen with 22. 9 on the shot clock. Cook for 3. Count it! Wow. 5 drive for Aaron Cook, and a 1-point SIU lead with 29.4 left to play.
Talk about a big shot. They don't come any bigger than that.
That's the first lead for the Salukis since they were up 8-7. And let's take a couple of angles, a couple of looks.
John Cook. John Pippen had passed up a wide open 15-footer, and Cook at the end of the shot clock. You got to respect his drive. That's what Lohaus did. And with the step back, it creates separation, and with separation, gives him the ability to knock it down.
UNI has led most of this game, but Cook just tipped the scale to SIU with his 3-ball. He had a 2-point field goal in the first half and an enormous shot right there with 30.4 seconds left. The clock has been adjusted to 30.4.
And John, we have 3 players on the 10 rosters from St. Louis. Jordan Barnes, who exited the first night. Then we had, I'm drawing a blank.
20 on the weight on the shoulders of UNI after that 3-point field goal. And let's see what kind of answer the Panthers have with 30.4 to go.
Well, think back earlier in the week. A.J. Green had a 3 to beat Loyola and missed it. Let's see what they run here this evening.
Lohaus for Green. Green stepping up. He takes the shot and scores this time. 6 for Green. 10 seconds to go. Cook all the way in and off the rim. Haldeman rebounds. 4.5 to go in the game and a foul call. The 5th foul on Eric McGill.
A.J. Green with ice water in those veins. He may have not gotten it done against Loyola, but who cares? This is more important. First round of the tournament. The composure of the young man in his first year, the newcomer of the year, or you should say the freshman of the year, A.J. Green.
So Marcus Bartley will take McGill's place with 4.8 seconds on the clock. And on the line, Spencer Haldeman, looking to add to a 1-point lead for Northern Iowa. Haldeman has scored 2 tonight. 2-point field goal in the first half. Co-6th man of the year with Nate Canella Bradley in the Valley. 3 tonight for Haldeman.
John, 4.8 seconds. You got at least 4 dribbles once you get it in bounds. If Haldeman makes this second one.
All right, let's watch the finish here. We're going to have a timeout. Barry Hinson takes a 30-second timeout to set up what he wants the Saluki.
And the Saluki's going to have an offensive pattern.
Cook into the front court. Marcus Bartley misses at the horn. And UNI survives a 61-58 quarterfinal game, placing UNI in tomorrow's semifinals. 61-58. Boy, Aaron Cook gave us a thrill for a moment, but then the freshman of the year showed us why he earned that distinction. As A.J. Green hit a 2-point field goal to put his team ahead, and then Spencer Haldeman hit 2 free throws, and you have UNI playing in the tournament again tomorrow, making the semifinals. Our coverage of Arch Madness 2019 will shift to CBS Sports Network tomorrow. 5th-seeded Bradley will meet the top seed Loyola in the first of 2 semifinal games at Enterprise Center at 2:30. Then it's Drake against UNI in the other game.
John, I know Darren DeVries was the coach of the year, but that was